Without further ado, please welcome, fighting out of the red corner, from Chapel Rock Fight Gym. Give it up for Zula Abadu. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner from Team Zeta. Give it up for Scott Osinski. Introducing to you one more time, fighting out of the red corner from Chapel Rock Fight Gym. Put your hands together for Zula Abadu. And his opponent, standing across the cage in the blue corner from Team Zeta. Put your hands together for Scott Osinski. This boxing contest will be fought over 3 2-minute rounds. Your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Lee Forlam.
Here we go then, back into the boxing action here at Contenders 26. We've got Zula Abadu from Chapel Rock Fight Gym in the red corner with the blue shorts, and he's facing Scott Osinski from Team Zeta in the blue corner with the black shorts. 3 2-minute rounds here at Contenders 26. The cage door is locked. We are ready to go. Referee Lee Fallon just checking, and here we go, we're underway, Dean, for round 1.
Osinski unsure whether he should go in there and start fighting. But one thing's for sure, he's got to make sure he accounts for the range of Abadu. Abadu with a much longer reach here, the taller fighter of the two.
Yeah, he's got a huge reach advantage. It's only advantage if you know how to use it, Dean. So let's see how this plays out. You see Osinski using a lot of head movement They can try and maybe get inside that long reach of Abadu. Big overhand right. Just testing each other out in these early exchanges, Dean.
There's Abadu's long jab closing down, looking for the big power uppercuts there.
Abadu throwing some wild shots there behind that double jab.
Yeah, Abadu's leaning forward with that jab, and he's dropping that right hand. So Osinski, if he can time that left hook, sweep underneath, roll out to the outside, and come up and crack him with that left hook, he could have some success there, man.
Absolutely, he was quite wild with his shots when he came forward there, Abadu. Got to be cognizant of that moving forward. As you say, he's coming forward with his hands down when he's throwing shots. If Osinski's seeing that, you can bet he's going to look to counter in concussive style. There we go, they're both bringing big shots now. Either man land there, Dean, otherwise that might have been an early night for us again.
Seems to go off when they both get close range. You know, they're both... Oh, look at that right hand, left hand. Beautiful work here from Abadu.
And he's back on his horse. Lancing back, huge right hand again. Wing and a miss from Scott Osinski. Telegraphed that, you can see that coming a mile away. And Abadu just danced away from it. Constant movement is Abadu. But as you say, Dean, when he jabs, he drops his back hand, doesn't he, over and over again.
Osinski just spat his mouth guard out there. It's on the deck. And, I mean, usually that's due to a fighter being potentially tired, or he wants a breather, or he wants a stop in the action because he's had his bell rung. It usually doesn't come out this early on in the fight.
No.
Interesting to see that.
He's maybe just a little bit uncomfortable in there.
Maybe this, like, Osinski, I mean, he's doing a good job of kind of set up that overhand right, but like you saw, it was way too far out.
Yeah.
So he looked to his coach, and his coach is saying, work close. They want him to work in nice and close. He's got to jab his way in, use the head work, keep the hands nice and high, not to get caught by the uppercuts, and work in nice and close here.
That's the end of the first round. Fairly uneventful first round. Probably you'd say Abadu had the better of it purely based on aggression, but as you say, Dean, there are definite cracks in the armour when he's coming forward. He's dropping his hands, and if Osinski can land that big right hand as a counter, it's going to be an early night. Both corners in there now, giving their men instructions, looking to adjust to what they're seeing. And here we see on the replay, Abadu coming forward, looking to land that big right hand. Wild shots though, Dean. Wild shots from Abadu.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to me it was difficult gauging his range at first. Like, he's looking for those big shots. That was a nice right hand. As he gets a little bit closer, his punch is just a little bit short, and his balance is a little bit too far leaning back for me. You know, just to keep the hands up nice and high. Look, there we go. There's the right hand, left hook.
Yeah.
And that one definitely rung the bell of Osinski.
But he drops that back hand when he lands the jab, and he throws the jab. So let's see if he's made to pay for that in the second round. We're underway here. Contenders 26, Mark Heath, Dean Midhat, Zula Abadu in the blue shorts, and Scott Osinski in the black shorts. Let's see what adjustments these fighters have made. Osinski comes forward with the right hand, Abadu looking to press.
Seems like someone's hit the reset button here for Osinski. He's done a great job of coming in nice and calm and collected with the hands up beautifully nice and high. He needs to start landing these shots though. Just go to the body, go to the head, keep very active at close range. When he's at that long range there, he's at a risk of getting hit by those big long shots from Abadu.
And this is something we maybe saw in an earlier fight as well, Dean. This cage is massive, so if you're used to boxing and sparring in a ring, it's going to be quite an adjustment to make in terms of pinning your opponent down. And Abadu, much like Kian Penn did earlier, is using the space to his advantage, backing away. It could be an issue when you come into a cage this size.
Yeah, the cage is going to be a friend to Abadu. If he backs up Osinski, he's going to be in a range where he can block the opponent off and land those big power shots.
See again though, that backhand's coming down from Abadu as he jabs forward every single time. If Osinski can see that and throw the left hook counter, that has a very, very good chance of landing indeed. He did throw the left hook there. Caught nothing but air, unfortunately, for Osinski. Oh, nice right hand coming in. Landed on Abadu right in front of us, Dean.
Osinski now finding some success in that overhand right. Just missed the mark then. Needs to punch his way in with head movement, keep them hands nice and high.
Yeah, he's telegraphing that right hand, isn't he? Way too much. He's got to punch his way into that shot. He's got to set it up with a double jab, maybe. And then throw it, because you may as well send a letter. He's telegraphing it that much at the moment. Abadu comes forward again with the jab.
Here we go, there's Abadu when he closes him down right at the end of the round. You see, when he senses that Osinski's back is against the cage, he's going to swarm in for those power shots. Those big uppercuts and right hands is what his coaching was calling for.
Yeah, and Osinski in front of us, we can see taking big gulps of air. He's already taken the mouth guard out, Dean, so I think it's a good bet. He's struggling with the pace, maybe, perhaps hands over his head now. Abadu perhaps more relaxed in his corner. He probably has had the better of the action so far. Neither man has really landed anything significant though, Dean, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, not with anything kind of grounded power, but again, it's the feeling out process is very difficult against somebody against such a size of Abadu. He's got very long range, he's almost certainly got power, you know, his footwork's not bad. It's very difficult for Osinski to get in, and I think what you said about the cage being so large, there's kind of dead space, and how do you move out of dead space? You have to move,
yeah.
And it's gonna take a toll on the endurance, and almost certainly you could adhere that taking a bigger toll on Osinski's endurance here. Spitting his mouth guard out, he's breathing quite heavy.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't really want to take water in the corner. He wants to get the oxygen back in.
He's just taken some water and literally just spat it straight out again. It's one of those things where you're so tired you just can't swallow the water. So here we go, round 3. Let's see if Osinski can overcome his fatigue and land something meaningful on Zula Abadu in his 3rd and final round. As I say, neither man really has made much of a dent in their foe thus far, but that could all change here in the 3rd and final round. Contenders 26. Mark Heath, Dean Midhat, a pleasure to be calling the action for you this evening live around the world. And here we are in round 3, Dean. Back to the same old story.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen from Watson and Panzak it can turn at a moment's notice, and it's the same in the boxing realm. You know, with these big, powerful punches and almost certainly with the hands are low of Abadu. He keeps them up nice and high when he engages, but as he comes in, you see there, he's kind of leaning away and dropping that hand.
Absolutely, Dean. And he really is taking some huge swings there, Osinski. And that's going to add to his fatigue, punching air, putting everything behind his shot. Abadu backing him up again. Looking for that right hand, really winging that right hand. Again, though, he's dropping his hands every single time he throws a punch, Dean.
Yeah, Osinski needs to roll up to the outside of his body, load the left hook up, and then come over when Abadu comes in. That's the way he's going to land that left hook. If he just swings it naked from the outside, Abadu can react to it. But if he pushes forward, gains the distance, rolls to the outside so he doesn't get hit, he could land that left hook.
He is there to be countered, Zula Abadu. It's just whether Osinski can time it, as you say, and get the technique right. So clinch here. Abadu punches out of the clinch, and I think the gum shield's come out again from Osinski. Maybe a sign, as I say, he's feeling the pace. Either that or his gum shield doesn't fit very well. It's been cleaned up outside the cage by referee Dan overhead. He gives it back to Lee Fallon, and he'll stick it right back in Scott Osinski's mouth. We'll look to resume hostilities here. Let's see if either man can land something fight-altering in these last few seconds of the fight.
He's got to make this a close fight, a fight in the phone booth. There we go, he's got to keep that head moving though. Every time he throws that strike and it misses, he's got to move and then put another strike on the end of it.
He just can't get close enough. Oh, that was a nice jab from Abadu, rocked Osinski back. And again, Osinski's just throwing that right hand from miles away. Abadu coming forward, kind of wild, but certainly having the best of it. Look how low that right hand is. He's sort of carrying it behind him, Dean.
Oh, that's rocked Osinski. He stumbled there for a minute. There's no question Abadu's got some insane power, hands down or not. When he comes in and looks for that uppercut and it connects, Osinski felt that one.
Look how tired Osinski is. I think he's really battling fatigue now. He's just looking to hold, Dean. I think he's absolutely exhausted. And that's the end of the fight. 3 rounds of boxing here. As I say, neither man really landed anything damaging in that fight. We'd have to say that Abadu, of the two, probably had the better of it, Dean.
Yeah, he did a better job of utilising his reach, coming in swarming when he needed to. And you could almost certainly argue that he was the fitter of the two fighters, endurance-wise. Osinski just not able to make that a close fight. You can see here from the replay, the jab there of Abadu keeps Osinski back, and the overhand rights and the left hook combinations from Osinski just missing the mark every time. Abadu was just able to get out of that range early.
He just couldn't land, could he? You see, he was throwing shots from miles away. Abadu with the greater range, even though he was kind of wild, was managing to land some of his shots, and you'd have to think that would be key when it goes to the judges' verdict, which we're about to get from our MC Tom Vince, as we just watched the last bit of the replay. Osinski there missing again wildly with the left hook.
You see there, as he charges in, his right hand's all the way down. If Osinski had just rolled to the outside, loaded the left hook, he could have landed that. He's throwing singular punches, windmilling them from a distance. And Abadu, there was the one that rocked him, that sent him stumbling.
And Abadu may well pay for that in future fights. Someone sees that. He's got to tighten that up going forward. Good learning fight for both guys as we await the decision here at Contenders 26. You see the hashtag on the screen, hashtag Contenders26. Let us know what you think about the fights on Twitter as Tom Vince enters the cage to render our decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for both these fighters here in the cage, please. After 3 rounds, we have the unanimous decision. Your winner, in the red corner, give it up for Zula, Abadu. And let's hear it for Scott Osinski.